EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Prescott to throw this time. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
After 1, it's 9-0. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Mariota hands to Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Mariota gives to Henry. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first down throw for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. To try again after the sack. Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Mariota now from the 50. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw again. Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the